Air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you for coming back, and welcome if you're new. This is the second time that I am recording this. I recorded about 2 minutes for you just a moment ago, and cards were falling all over the place, so I just started it over. But let me show you what flew out. The High Priestess, the Lovers, and the Emperor. Okay, so first of all, before we get into the explanation of these cards, this is going to be your weekly reading from October 5th through the 11th for 2020, or whenever you find it. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Share these videos. That helps my channel grow. And also, I do additional readings on Instagram at grateful_Drake every Tuesdays and Fridays, so you can get additional content there. That's free. So go ahead and give your girl a follow over there. So, some of y'all are dealing with lessons that require you to be using your intuition, to be tapping into that quiet space within yourself in order to navigate love relationships, okay? Some of y'all might be dealing with Geminis or Aries. But it does feel like a time of where it's really important not only to use your intuition, but to do things the right way and to be disciplined and structured within your love relationships. Okay? So the old habits, the old patterns will no longer work. Yes, Three of Pentacles just flew out. There's something being built here for you guys, air signs, that you can't quite understand its purpose yet. You haven't fully understood, or there's something mysterious about this situation. This does feel like a love relationship, some sort of committed situation where perhaps you guys are at a time in kind of a honeymoon phase time. So it's important to look at those relationships with a discerning eye, being realistic about your expectations, and to make sure that you are heeding your own psychic sense, intuition, and get quiet about things. When things are disturbed or feel chaotic, to get quiet, okay? The Emperor shows up as well. It was the third card that flew out. It actually fell on the floor when I was recording this first. And he's the father of the deck, okay? So his lesson is about order and structure. His lesson is also about, wow, another major arcana flew out while I was talking. His lesson is also about being fair, doing things for the greater good, not just for yourself, okay? The fourth major that just flew out here is the card of Cancer, the Chariot card. So this is about successful endeavors, successful whatever it is, successful endings, feeling in control of our destiny, feeling in control of our fate. Another keyword for this is karma's course. So whatever it is that you're going through at this time, it's very karmic. You're meant to be going through this. So if it feels difficult or heavy or really big, it's because it is, okay? Also, the lesson of the card, the Chariot, is to be mindful. So it's a card of Cancer, right? The Crab. King of Cups just flew out. I'll get to that in a second. It's the Crab, right? A crab is hard on the outside, but soft and gushy on the inside. So it's about maintaining a balance between the two sides of ourselves. That we can't just be all hard or all soft, right? We have to have a nice balance. Look at even the Sphinxes. There's a black one and a white one, right? Balance our dark and our light, our shadow and our light. King of Cups flew out, so either you are this King of Cups, it's also a water sign card, or this is somebody you're dealing with, or it's an element to the situation. King of Cups is somebody, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or just somebody really grounded emotionally, somebody who really knows themselves, is not afraid of their emotions, can get through difficult, chaotic situations with like a kind of a regal strength, a quietness through the storm. Okay, this is, look at him. Look at his throne. It's literally right in the middle of the ocean. his what's the word? His cement throne is floating in the middle of the sea, right? So he is calm through any storm, emotionally very fulfilled, okay? So either this is an element of yourself or it's somebody else in your life, okay? We have really beautiful cards that came out for you guys air signs. If I didn't say it already, Libra, happy motherfucking birthday. Let's get into the reading. The reading already started, but let's go at it again, okay? See what we got in here. Air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Of course, the Lover's card is the Gemini's card. So this could even just be talking about you. You may be in a phase in your life that feels really bright. Feels kind of, you may feel very much in your power at this time. It feels like a good period for you guys. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so we have one upright card. It was the first card that came out, Six of Cups. Okay, Six of Cups is a really healing card. But it does feel there are some very heavy cards that follow it. So what I'm kind of feeling is that you're going through a process that feels quite heavy, maybe a little bit dark. You might feel pretty lonely, okay? You might feel pretty sad. There might be some depression, some anxiety, some sleeplessness, some insomnia, some nightmares, feeling alone, feeling over it, really lacking in energy. It feels like this is about your childhood. It could be about your children, but I'm getting more the sense of that this is a healing process that is stemming from your childhood. Whatever you're going through at this time has come up in order for you to kind of reach a deeper layer of healing. I know that can be frustrating because we're just like, fuck, why do I have to fucking feel this shit? But it's important that you don't try and numb yourself too much at this time. Oh, wow. You guys got back and forth. I was kind of looking for a clarification card. Back and forth. So this may be a process that keeps coming up for you. You may be dealing with somebody. You guys are going at it back and forth. There may be patterns that keep showing up for you guys at this time. Continuous, repetitive patterns. Okay, hidden motivations. This could either be you or the person you're dealing with. It always, to me, look, even the picture. The three kids playing within the open curtain down at the bottom. They're playing Ring Around the Rosies. Looks like this, like the curtain is drawn, but behind the curtain there's this like fantasy happening. In this picture, it always to me looks like, I always see before I look at it closely, it looks like the lady's holding a baby. So there might be an element to what you're going through that someone's not really all the way clear or not being all the way truthful with themselves about what they really want. There probably is a pattern of going back and forth, repetitive cycles, things continuing to come up for you guys air signs in order for them to be healed. Six of Cups card was the first card that came out. It was the only upright card. And so to me, it's really emphasizing the need for this stuff to be healed. what you're experiencing on the outside is just a result of what's not been addressed within. Okay, look at what we have after the Six of Cups. Yikes. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Traditionally for me, these cards, when they come reversed, they're a little bit better. It means maybe we're coming out of a time, maybe you're beginning to kind of put your little baby toe, your little pinky toe into the water of discovery. You may be beginning to see the truth behind what's really happening. After these two cards, we have the World card, which again is reversed. The World card is really bomb, but it comes reversed. So there's this rebirthing process, okay? Look, this is a 9 and this is a 10. So we're looking at progression, 9, 10, and then we would go back to 0 or 1. But then we get the World card, which is the last card of the major arcanas. So we're really, it's like something is trying to be birthed, but there's some kind of blockage, or there's some kind of resistance, or there's some kind of stopping. There's something kind of happening here where you're not quite there yet. It feels like you're on the brink of something. But look, Queen of Cups shows up at the end. She's reversed. This is, emotionally unstable people. Emotionally unstable situations. Okay, this is either really blocking your blessings, blocking your emotions, or being overly emotional, stuck in your emotions, okay? Let's pull some more cards. Let's go with this deck here. Excuse me. Okay, air signs, please. Like this today. Okay, so what did I pull? I pulled Taurus, Mercury, and Libra. Wow. So Libra is an air sign, so there could be somebody Libra here paying attention, or you're dealing with Taurus and Libra people, or you're dealing with the themes of these signs, okay? So here are the key words for these cards. The bombshell, communication, and idealist. Look at these cards. Look at the two outside cards. Taurus and Libra. Taurus and Libra. The bombshell, idealist, communication. There's somebody here who communicates in a way that uses kind of like their exterior. There's an outside kind of putting out of an image or a persona, okay? There's something here, and it, as a means of communicating, as a means of maybe getting what you want, okay? These swords, not only do they indicate to me that you're going through a hard time, right? They're really heavy cards, but swords are representative of communication, right? I'm thinking about the thumbnail, girl. I'm thinking about thumbnails. So swords are indicative of communication, how we see things, how we perceive things, how we hear things. How do things look? How do we talk to people? How do we hear what people are telling us? Somebody could be, you could say the same thing to 5 different people, and each of the 5 different people could hear it in a different way, because we've all had different experiences and life lessons and things like that. So there's kind of a theme here in the way you go about life. there's a potential opening here for you, like a rebirth, something really beautiful, like a coming to terms with your emotions and your emotional side. Air signs, right? I'm just trying to think of like the air signs that I know, and I'm an Aquarius moon, so I think that, and I'm Capricorn sun, so I'm a very I'm a very logical person. I think in terms of like what's most practical, and it can be very hard for me to deal with situations that require my emotions. I'd just rather not. You know what I mean? I just would rather not. But the lessons that I've been learning in the last few months have been heavily requiring me to be okay with crying, okay? Being okay with my tears. Being okay to feel things that feel really lonely and uncomfortable. So, air signs. We are also dealing here with issues some of these keywords for Taurus are practical, loyal, patient, deliberate, earthy, right? So for some of us air signs, for some of you air signs, it may just be a much easier thing to kind of deal with other people and situations in a really practical, kind of methodical way, in kind of the way I was describing it for myself, right? Some of the other keywords for Mercury are words, thoughts, analysis, information, learning, trade, ideas, smarts. Okay. Some of the other keywords for Libra, the idealist, are harmonious, cooperative, balanced, socially aware, balanced. I'm going to go back to that word, balanced. So there really is a balancing out for you guys at this time of your emotions and this side of you. So even if you're a man, we all possess male and female attributes. But I feel like there's somebody here who really needs kind of a shift in how you view yourself in the world as an emotional being. Not emotional like, oh, I cry all the time, but like actually having this soft, sensitive, flowy, nurturing side. Okay? So that kind of seems to be the theme that's showing up here, okay, for you guys, air signs. A coming to terms, a rebalancing of this side of yourself. That may be pretty difficult. You're not alone. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, please. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, please. Gemini, Libra. Four of Swords. Oh, yeah. Going within. Introspection, contemplation. So sometimes when I pull these clarifying cards to get additional information, I don't like to read them reverse, but I'm going to just tell you what I saw. When this first came out reversed, what that would tell me is that somebody's having a hard time going within in order to kind of, it just not even in order to do anything. It might just be hard for some of us to get quiet. Four of Swords reverse can talk about, you know, being around a lot of gossip. It can talk about sharing your information with your friends and kind of talking a lot and listening to other people's opinions a lot in regards to your personal situations instead of getting quiet. Maybe doing some meditation, some sort of contemplation work, okay? What flew out next is the Death card. This Death card comes right underneath the 10 of Swords, right? What's the 10? Goes back to 0 or 1, an ending. So there is some sort of part of your life at this time that is coming to an ending. There may have actually been some sort of goodbye or to a relationship or something like that. But these cards are metaphors. You know, they're pictures, they're symbols. Okay, so there's some sort of ending that has occurred for you or is occurring right now at this time. Knight of Swords. Wow. Okay, so Knight of Swords is about a man or a masculine energy, a person possibly, who is coming in to help bring clarity. Okay, this is masculine energy. This is this is you guys. This is your energy. The swords are air signs, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. All right, look at the Knight in this deck. So much water. Well, these are mermaid cards, but I just think it's interesting. And she looks very feminine in this card with her bosom. So for me, what that kind of means is, like, even just if you compare these two cards, these are swords and these are cups. This is the Knight of Swords and this is the Queen of Cups. They're both in the water. They're both mastery and really getting good at being clear. Swords are communication. So coming in and like clearing up some of the fog and like bringing clarity to any situation that might be kind of hampering your progress. And it comes right after the Death card. So showing this ending that's quickly, like, there's this sweeping energy of clarity. Okay, where do I want to go? I think I'm going to go here, actually. Shift gears. Air signs, please. Air signs, please. Air signs, please. Wow. You guys got number 21. Illuminate the shadow. Focus on a solution. Illuminate the shadow. Like put light, shed light on the shadow. So those of us who, I mean, all those swords, those heavy sword cards, this is a time when it's important for you to look at some of the areas that keep reoccurring, right? What do we have? We said back and forth. Was that the card? Back and forth. Oh, I mixed it in already. Back and forth. There's a pattern that kind of keeps happening over and over again. And it's important for you to be honest with yourself and get clarity. That's that Knight of Swords about the situation so that you can heal it. Okay, so let me read to you what's in the book here. Simplify the issue. Focus on a solution. When we understand our shadow, we can fully appreciate the light. We must have both aspects within our spirit to have a meaningful life. Without darkness, how can one fully appreciate the beauty and simplicity of life in all its forms? Totally. So all the trials and tribulations we go through, all the trauma we go through, all the heartache we go through, sometimes we have to go through that for years and years and years. Sometimes those cycles have to be repeated until we really get it. And sometimes it's just like it's no rush. If you're not getting it, you're not getting it. It'll always cycle back around for you to learn the lesson. But it's important to take those traumas and take those scars and to remember they, you know, whenever we're having a tough time, but where it's like not as bad as that trauma, we can take that and be like, oh, dang, actually it's not so bad right now. Like, look what I've been through, you know? Once we remove fear and personal doubt, it makes room for love, confidence, and motivation, reclaiming your personal power. Our shadow self highlights the need to place ourselves first. When we are stuck within our shadow side, we are unable to see the light of day. We become clouded and foggy with confusion, right? I said that. Often forgetting gratitude and compassion through our own selfish moments. Illuminating the shadow is to fully understand our personality and subsequently understand the shadow in others, enabling us to be more considerate of another person's hardships and developing empathy with and compassion for other people. Right now, you are encouraged to illuminate the sections of your personality. Illuminate, put light on. The sections, where did it go? Wow, I totally lost it. The sections of your personality that are working against your situation. Accept that these challenging aspects are a part of you. Embrace them, love them, and plan to achieve a form of balance and make this part of your psyche ultimately work for you. Balance and make this part of your psyche ultimately make it work for you. Now is the time to focus on resolution instead of just on problem or challenge. How did you get here? Acknowledge your current circumstances and focus on how you can achieve a positive outcome. Now is the time to get your personality in line with conscious thought. Apply these balanced characteristics to areas in your life that could utilize these energies, such as leadership, communication, relationships, employment, self-talk with your spirit. Once you grow your understanding of your unique personality, you can begin to realign your life to nurture and support your goals and personal interests. Okay, so shadow aspect of this card: narrow-mindedness, ego-driven, and cynicism. All right, guys. I effortlessly create peaceful solutions with my personality. So aligning your personality with the highest good, right? Not just your highest good, our highest good, but our highest good, the collective, and everybody that might be involved in this situation. Okay, let me pull over here. Air signs. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is like making a choice, right? It's a two. You're making a choice to do something different that will affect your life greatly. It's Pentacles, it's things of the earth. Okay? She's balancing, juggling these two options, these two solutions. Okay? And picking something new. The Hermit. Card of Virgo. It's about going within. It's your inner teacher. It's your inner wisdom. Look, he's floating above the mountains, above the stairs here. She is. And she's glowing from within. That guidance and wisdom comes from within. Okay? It doesn't come from outside herself. Eight of Wands. These are spirit messages. This is about love as well. Passion. Creativity coming back into your life, being reignited. But there is this first. Getting off the karmic wheel. Stop doing the same shit over and over again. Pick something new. Do something different. And go within. Okay, air signs, I hope that brought some clarity to your situations. I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next week. All right. Bye, guys.